Welcome to NME ICT Sakshat e-Content project under Ministry of HRD Government of India. This project is of marketing management. The project is under NME ICT, that is National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Under this mission, a proper balance between content generation, research in critical areas relating to imparting of education, and connectivity for integrating our knowledge with the advancement in other countries is to be attempted. In order to bolster our knowledge resources to obtain and maintaining the competitive edge in the world, we require a system of identification and nurturing of talent and lifelong learning. Knowledge modules based on personalized needs of the learner would need to be delivered to him or her at the right time with the right content interactively to take care of his or her aspirations. With these objectives in mind, these videos are created for the portal Sakshat. We will learn basic marketing over here.
Hi, I am LL means learner. I am learner of marketing management. I'll learn marketing in master's class. The desire for learning marketing comes out of interest. This is very interesting topic. Marketing management is seen everywhere in the society. You see up or down, you see here and there, you can see brand names and logos and advertisements and people working in marketing area. I am very much interested in learning marketing. Let us learn marketing from Dr. J. Badiani. He is going to teach marketing management under Sakshat e-Content Development Project under National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, that means NME-ICT. Let us start learning. Good morning to all. Today, we are going to learn consumerism.
Hello and welcome to Sakshat e-Content on marketing management. Today we are going to understand consumerism. Consumerism is an organized movement of citizens and government agencies to improve the rights and powers of buyers in relation to sellers. It is a social and economic order that encourages the purchase of goods and services in ever greater amounts. Sometimes the term consumerism is also used to refer to the consumer protection and consumer activism, which seeks to protect and inform consumers by requiring such practice as honest packaging and advertising, product guarantees, and improved safety standards. In this sense, it is a movement or a set of policies aimed at regulating the products, services, methods, and standards of manufacturers, sellers, and advertisers in the interest of the buyer. In economics, consumerism refers to the economic policies placing emphasis on consumption. In an abstract sense, it is the belief that the free choice of consumers should dictate the economic structure of a society. The term consumerism was first used in 1915 to refer to advocacy of the rights and interest of consumers. But in this article, the term consumerism refers to sense first used in 1960, emphasis on preoccupation with the acquisition of consumer goods. Well, there are several traditional rights of buyers and sellers. If we look to rights of sellers, we can say the right to introduce any product in any size and style, provided it is not hazardous to personal health or safety, or if it is, to include proper warnings and controls. Next right is the right to change any price for the product, provided no discrimination exists among similar kinds of buyers. The right to spend any amount of promote the product provided it is not defined as unfair competition. The right to use any product message provided it is not misleading or dishonest in content or execution. The right to use any buying incentive schemes provided they are not unfair or misleading. These rights of sellers and rights of buyers are included in Consumer Protection Act 1986, which is implemented in 1986 and still today it is working. Rights of buyers. The rights of buyers include the right not to buy a product that is offered for sale. Next is the right to expect the product to be safe. Next is the right to expect the product to perform as claimed. Well, there are several rights. Few are taken over here. Comparing these rights, many believe that the balance of power lies on the seller's side. True, the buyer can refuse to buy, but critics feel that the buyer has too little information, education, and protection to make wise decisions when facing sophisticated sellers. Consumer advocates call for the following additional consumer rights, that is, the right to well informed about important aspects of the product, the right to be protected against questionable products and marketing practices, and the right to influence products and marketing practices in ways that will improve the quality of life. Each proposed right has led to more specific proposals by consumers. The right to be informed includes the right to know the true interest on a loan, truth in lending, the true cost per unit of a brand, unit pricing, the ingredients in a product, ingredient labeling, the nutrition in foods, nutritional labeling, product freshness, open dating, and the true benefits of a product, truth in advertising. Proposals related to consumer protection include strengthening consumer rights in cases of business fraud, requiring greater product safety and giving more power to government agencies. Proposals relating to quality of life include controlling the ingredients that go into certain products and packaging, reducing the level of advertising noise, and putting consumer representatives on company boards to protect consumer interests. Consumers have not only the right but also the responsibility to protect themselves instead of leaving these functions to someone else. Consumers who believe that they got a bad deal have several remedies available, including contacting the company or the media, contacting government or private consumer interest or protection bodies or agencies, and going to small claim courts. Well, now if we say we look to consumerism in USA and India, let us first look to consumerism in USA. Western business firms have been the targets of organized consumer movements on three occasions. The first consumer movement took place in early 1900s. It was fueled by rising prices. Well, Upton Sinclair's writing on conditions in the meat industry and scandals in the drug industry were again the factors over here. The second consumer movement in the mid 1930s was sparked by an upturn in consumer prices during the Great Depression and another drug scandal. The third movement began in 1960s. Consumers had become better educated, products had become more complex and potentially hazardous, and people were unhappy with Western institutions. Ralph Nader appeared on the scene in 1960s to force many issues, and other well-known writers accused big businesses of wasteful and unethical practices. President then declared that consumers have the right to safety and to be informed to choose and to be heard. The American Congress investigated certain industries and proposed consumer protection legislation. So it was initiation of consumer protection legislations in the world. Since then, many consumer groups throughout the various countries have been organized, and several consumer laws have been passed in many countries. The consumer movement has spread this way internationally, and very strong movements are there. Uh, in India, if we look to Indian movements, we say that it is not very recent. Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, attached great importance to what he described as the poor consumer, who, according to him, should be the principal beneficiary of the consumer movement. He said, a consumer is the most important visitor on our premises. He is not dependent on us, we are dependent on him. He is not an interruption to our work, he is the purpose of it. We are not doing a favor to a consumer by giving him an opportunity. He is doing so, or he is doing a favor by giving an opportunity to serve him. Well, in spite of these views on consumerism is still its in infancy stage in India. Sellers market and the government's monopoly in most services are the main reason behind it. Even consumer awareness is low due to the apathy and lack of education among the masses. But nowadays, this situation is improving with the efforts of government, NGOs, and PPP, that is what is public private partnership groups. The main aspect of consumerism in India is focusing on the consumer education and interest of consumer rights and responsibility. Like he should be informed about product quality, price, protection against unsafe products, and should be able to access the variety of goods at competitive prices. For the benefits of consumers and society at large, Consumer Protection 1986 is passed. Section 9 of the Consumer Protection Act 1986 provides for establishment of consumer disputes redressal agencies. According to this section, consumer disputes redressal agencies have been established at three different levels. Number 1, District Forum. District Forum is established in each district of the state by notification. It is to be established by state government. Second is the State Commission. State Commission is established by the state government in the state by notification. And the third is National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission. That is what is National Commission. A National Commission is established by the central government by notification. Well, all of three have got their own jurisdictions, composition of various kinds of persons to be there, and etc. It can be there in that act. But let me say you a very important aspect, like a consumer. If he wants to file a complaint against any product or organization, he can file in district forum in their own district headquarters, and they've got rights of getting the complaints up to 5 lakh rupees. That is subject to the provision of that particular act. I mean to say, a district forum shall have jurisdiction to entertain complaints where the value of the goods or services and the compensation, if any, claimed does not exceed rupees 5 lakhs. But it is improved. Subject to the provisions of the Act, the district forum shall have jurisdiction to entertain complaints where the value of the goods or services and the compensation, if any, claimed does not exceed rupees 20 lakh. So up to 20 lakh you can file a complaint in district forum, and if the decision is not in favor of you, you can go in appeal to state forum. Even in spite of it is less than 20 lakh or up to 20 lakh, you can go to state commission, but after you can say getting the decision of the district forum. You can go directly to state commission. The complaints where the value of the goods or services and compensation, if any, claimed exceeds rupees 20 lakh but does not exceed rupees 1 crore. So you can go to state commission directly in between this 20 lakh to 1 crore rupees. And for national commission, complaints where the value of goods and services and compensation, if any, claimed exceeds rupees 1 crore, you can go directly to national commission. But if your complaint is up to rupees 5 lakh and you are not getting decisions in favor of you in district forum, you are going to state commission, and even you are not getting, you can go to national commission in spite of the value less than the described value over here. So this is a forum of consumer redressal agencies. These agencies are working parallel to our jurisdictions. I mean to say our courts. Well, consumerism is an organized social movement intended to strengthen the rights and powers of consumers relative to sellers, and marketers have to be very careful for their products quality claimed and their own organizational benefits they are you can say claiming in their advertisements, in their sayings. So it is not buyer beware, it is now marketers beware. The era is. So consumer became uncrowned king of the market. So this was about consumerism. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the class and watching. I have learned a lot. Did you? Have a good day from the learner.